it's getting a little bit tense. Like I said, the battles and stuff like that is like really not what I'm playing. I'm playing it just to basically see how the story goes and such like that. A lot of people said it was a really good game, but very short. You know, obviously the fighting style is more like Dragon Age or something like that. But Dragon Age did it really well. They didn't do it too well. But either way, it doesn't matter. Good story. I'm enjoying it. Game of Thrones. 2 weeks from today, guys. Season 8. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, guys. Do not miss it. Let's go. I was gonna do a side quest first, which is so go through. There we go. Well. And I'm leaving the gold cloak. I'm just leaving it so far until they tell me, hey man, why you have that on? I'm leaving the gold cloak suit on because it's literally more powerful. Okay, can't go there. It's literally more powerful, so.
I can't believe you asked me that. I think I've done more than enough already.
Is that a jape? Do you think you're the only one who can do it? I can find grumpy cows like you in any gutter. The others take me. Who is it? Him again?
Mother have mercy, Gunser, you are terrible. Is it too much for you to remember your courtesies once in a while?
Piss on courtesies. I like to know who you're bringing round before I offer them bread and water. I don't run a whorehouse.
I would advise you to mind your tone. I came at the request of Hub to assist a young lady, not to be insulted.
He talks down to me as well. I don't know who you are, but I wouldn't be talking to me like that under my own roof.
Gunser, just shut your big mouth. He's my master, Sir Alistair Sarwick. He's come to help us.
You see, Brute? Now get out of my sight. I need to speak to this fine man, and I don't want you cursing behind my back.
Aye, all right then. Forgive me, my lord. I don't mean to be rude or nothing. I'm just doing what I can to be master of my own home, you see.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone.
Okay.
Please forgive Gunser, my lord. He's forgotten his courtesies. I'm Bethany. It's a pleasant surprise to see someone as fine as you come down here. Ub speaks highly of your kindness, but I didn't think to see you.
There is little harm in coming to hear your story, young lady. Tell me, how can I help you?
I need you to take a message to Sir Giles of House Langwood. Mother of mercy, this is so embarrassing. I'm with his child, but he doesn't even know. He hasn't come to see me for weeks. I've already made several attempts to send word to him, all in vain, I fear. House Langwood has a high opinion of itself, you know. They don't approve of a common girl like me appearing at their gates. They sent me away.
Have you considered the possibility that Sir Giles has no intention of seeing you again? It would not be the first time that a knight abandons one of his conquests the very next day.
No, it can't be. It's not like that. Sir Giles was so sweet and came here so often. He loves me. I'm sure of it. Help me, my lord, I beg of you. If you've ever known what it is to love, don't let my child be born without a father.
I will try and help you. I will go and find him, and we'll see how he looks on your situation.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, my lord. Hand him this letter. It will bring him here.
Don't get your hopes up, young lady.
Yeah.
I said I would speak to him, not that I will make him change his mind. In the end, it is his decision.
Yep.
I just need to see him and speak to him. Everything will turn out right after that. Tell him I'm waiting here. I'm sure he will come.
I hope so for your sake, Bethany.
Hey, where's this bastard at? Oof.
What? You want something? Go see that little that Beth. Piss on women. They make everything.
Half
Good
pint.
day to you. Is this the manse of the family Langwood?
Yes? Who's asking?
I am Sir Alistair of House Sarwick. I need to speak with Sir Giles. Is he in?
Yes, Sir Giles? Yes, he's here. Do you want me to go find him?
What do you think?
Well, yes. Forgive me, my lord. I am on my way.
Well, where is he? Ah, Sir Alistair. I don't believe I've had the pleasure, even of knowing you by name. Please tell me, what brings you to my door?
I have come on behalf of a young lady known to you. Bethany entrusted me with a message for you.
Beth? God be good. Thank you for informing me, Half-Pint. I will take care of it from here. Now go stare at something in the kitchens.
In the kitchens. Yes, sir.
He's a real smart one, that one is.
Are you afraid of what might be heard, Sir Giles?
You could say that. I'm to be married soon, you see. I doubt that the name of Beth would go down too well if spoken too loud. It's a sorry business. I liked the girl, truly I did. I had some of my best times with her. Unfortunately, the family of my betrothed might be rather sensitive about the matter. I'm sure you understand.
Yes, completely.
What? Oh, what did she want?
She asked me to give you this, and to tell you that she hopes to see you. She is expecting your child, Sir Giles. She needs you.
My what? A bastard? With Beth? Gods, that is, unexpected. Why
Don't
did
kill her
this
now.
have to happen now? I mean, I've had my fair share of scandal, but this... What am I to do? Do you think this will put my marriage at risk? I've done nothing wrong, have I? A man is entitled to have a good time when he's young. Isn't he?
It is one thing to have a good time and another to cause others to suffer. The poor girl loves you. The girl is but an innocent and trusted you. You took advantage of her. She is now in need because of you. Only a coward would abandon her like this.
Did I hear you say innocent? Are you sure we speak of the same Beth?
What do you mean?
Is this some sort of joke? Beth is a whore. Shatire's most beautiful girl. I was her best client. At least before I, became betrothed. I'm sure you understand.
That is not how she described things to me.
Maybe she was ashamed. Or perhaps she thought that you would turn her away if she told you. In truth, I thought all I need to do was stop going there, and each would then carry on with their own lives. I would never have imagined she would leave the brothel for me. That changes everything, doesn't it?
She lied to my face about her position, and she would not have done so without good reason. It would be ill-advised to do anything until we are certain of her intentions. Shataya is a friend of mine. If Bethany was one of her girls, she might be able to tell me more about her.
I defer to your judgment, my lord. Given my situation here, I would prefer not to return to the establishment myself. I shall wait for you here.
That might be wise.
Thank goodness this is close. A man is free, only children and fools think elsewise. Tywin Lannister. Tywin, you were the man. Horrible, but the man.
Sir Alistair, my heart sank when I received news you'd been arrested. It is rare that a prisoner emerges from the Red Keep to see the light of day again.
All is well, there's no need to worry. It was just a misunderstanding.
Your god must be very taken with you. I'm very relieved to see you again.
I'd like for you to tell me about Bethany.
Beth? That girl was a bad seed. She's no longer here, Alistair. What has become of her since she left is of no concern to this house.
This is the first time you speak so bitterly of one of your girls, my dear lady. What did she do to so displease you?
There are rules in our house, for our visitors as well as our girls. Beth paid them no heed. She was ambitious, arrogant, dishonest. She enjoyed deceiving her lovers, letting them get behind in the payments. She'd say it was to entice them to come and see her more often. I thought perhaps she skimmed some of the money, but I'll never know. I told her to put an end to her scheming, and she left.
Are you saying that you threw her out?
I do not throw my girls out, Alistair. I put too much time and effort into them to just put them out in the street at the slightest error. In Westeros, whores are miserable wretches who choose this profession out of despair. I try to give my girls a little self-confidence, but they remember the life that awaits them outside. It usually is enough to get them to accept my house's discipline, but Beth was too arrogant for that. I didn't expect her to run away like this.
Is it possible that she ran away out of love? Beth told me about Sir Giles Langwood and told me she was trying to contact him. He seemed to care about what happened to her.
How very considerate of Sir Giles, especially considering the fact that he departed in such a cavalier manner.
I beg your pardon?
Sir Giles was Beth's favorite beau. He came to see her constantly. I thought he was particularly generous and wealthy. Apparently, he was just irresponsible. When I presented him with the bill and requested that he pay up, he paled and asked for more time. From that day on, no news of him. Poor Beth was completely forgotten. Now that that little thief is no longer under my roof, he's worried about her again. That is rather charitable of him, and I must say, quite convenient.
She claims to be carrying his child.
Is that so? Well, she will be sadly disillusioned. A man who spills his seed in a whorehouse does not like to be confronted with the fruit.
Harsh.
Is the child really Giles's? There's so many potential fathers. How's she planning to convince a noble to take responsibility for it? Beth is too astute a girl to have been taken in like this. I'm surprised. I don't know what to say. Would you like to look at her room? Perhaps she left something that could shed some light on the matter.
That's a good idea. I will return in a moment, dear lady.
Intriguing.
I'll have a drink.
As it pleases you, my sweet lord.
Okay, so that and then up. So I came up, go ahead.
All of the Seven Kingdoms.
Crumpled letter. My sweet Beth, I must leave on a journey and deprive you of future visits. Although my heart is heavy at the thought, there is every chance I shall not return. Indeed, I am leaving to keep a promise. You must understand that from now on, I can no longer enjoy the pleasures of a brothel bed, as was my wont with you. So I bid you farewell. I have no doubt that you will soon become a little princess of another great man. Alright, so he definitely he definitely loved it then.
You must be cheating, you little slut. Look at that one there.
So, my friend, did the room
little bit.
satisfy your curiosity?
I came across a farewell letter written by Sir Giles, addressed to Beth. An elegant gesture coming from the indifferent miser you described.
I admit that the writing is meticulous. It must have cost him dearly to have this note passed along. Do not let this piece of prose mislead you, Alistair. It wouldn't be the first time a lover sends this type of hasty farewell to one of my girls. It's less a show of affection than a lack of character.
I'll leave the matter up to your good judgment. This young Sir Langwood did indeed appear to lack resolve. You know how some men are, Shataya.
You can't imagine how well. Was there anything else?
Nothing out of the ordinary. She must have taken everything of import with her. The only way to shed some light on the matter is to ask her directly.
Before you take your leave, Alistair, may I ask a favor of you?
It would be ungrateful of me to not at least listen to you, dear lady.
Beth's scheming has cost my house dearly. Sir Giles may very well deny it, but he owes us a considerable debt. If you manage to see him, could you let him know that he must pay his debts? What's more, if you could do your best to bring the ungrateful wretch back into the fold.
Are you sure you want that? From what you say, it would seem your house is better off without her.
We are the best house of pleasure in all of the 7 kingdoms, my dear. We don't just throw any old piece of meat at our patrons. Welcoming a new girl, training her, dressing her, it costs a fortune. Beth is a gifted asset, and I invested a lot in her. I beg you to bring her back to me.
I'm sure there are some people out there who would no doubt have something to say on the matter, my dear. But if I may be of any assistance to you, please be assured I will gladly do so, if only for old time's sake.
For old time's sake, then. My thanks, Alistair.
Okay. Laws are tedious, business coppers are worse.
Sir Alistair, at last! Did the lovely Shataya tell you anything more?
Yes, of sorts.
He will not go and see Beth if I tell him.
Shataya told me she had quarreled fiercely with Bethany, who then ran away. Not many girls would have taken such a risk.
And she did it for me? 7 hells! That was foolish of her. Let's go. I hate to think of the poor girl in the gutter because of me.
Well, baby over money, so.
I'm getting my boots filthy. There you are. I never thought to see you in a hole like this. Do not worry, my darling. We will find something for you.
But the answer is obvious, my good knight. With all the coin you owe me, I've enough to buy a small manse and dress in Moorish silk until the day I die.
What? I feel as though I'm talking to that coin hoarder, Shataya. Come now. That's not why I'm here. I've come for you.
If you want to fuck whores, you have to open your purse, my lord. Otherwise, you best aim lower and force yourself upon a servant wench. You haven't paid Shataya, but you will pay me.
I don't like being taken for a fool, girl. This business seems anything but honest to me. Sir Giles will not pay a groat if I have anything to do with it.
That's what I feared. You grand lords always stay together and keep the small folk down. It's a good thing we know how to do likewise. Gun, sir! Our guests want to plead poverty.
That's not honest, my lords. Not honest at all. Come on, lads. Let's show the good lords the price of not paying their debts.
I gotta kill you now. Are you serious? Okay. Yeah, show me. It's just that. Ooh.
Damn woman. Damn them to hell.
Warrior, defend me. What a massacre.
Shataya is expecting you, girl. She is willing to forgive you and to take you back into her house. You should get down on your knees and thank her. If it were me, I would have gladly handed you over to the Gold Cloaks.
Yes, my lord.
Wow, she would just lie to me.
We are done here, Sir Giles. I doubt she will trouble you again.
I don't know how to thank you enough for all you have done, Sir Alistair. Please, at least take this gold.
Thank you, sir. Go back to your family. May the Lord bathe your wedding in his protective light.
I hope so. Farewell.
What you giving me? 31. Okay. You can't go in there. Yeah, that's why this gold cloak go. Basically, since it's heavy armor, they're just scratching me. Which is awesome sauce. It looks hideous, but effective. Yeah, these little side quests is just basically get a little bit of experience and coin. I brought her back, yo.
Oh, Alistair. Beth has come back. She told me what you did.
Did she cause you too much trouble? At one point, I feared she would give you the slip again.
Where could she possibly go? No, put your mind at rest. The prodigal daughter has fallen into line. She hardly dared look me in the face. She has retired to her quarters, no doubt attempting to rid herself of the smell of manure. You may go see her if you wish, and thank you, Alistair. Really. It is a gift of the gods to have you once again in King's Landing.
Okay. So I'm Geralt of Rivia. Okay. Ugh. Where is it? No. No. No.
My Lord Alistair, have you come to check that I'm keeping well? Or perhaps Shatai promised you a payment in kind for bringing me back?
That's enough, Beth. I've come to see if all is well with you.
I can't complain. The house and clients smell good and the food is better. The girls were happy to see me again.
How about you?
I am too, I suppose. No one here makes me feel ashamed of being a whore.
You will not be one forever. The Lord gives the gift of his light to us all. One day you'll know how to find it.
Perhaps. For a long time now, I've prayed to the maiden to free me from this life. But after what I did, I doubt she wants anything more to do with me. A shame. I am what I am. Here you are. Take this trinket. I shan't need it anymore.
A carved figure of the maiden? I have no use for such unholy idols, Bethany.
Take it, I beg you. I've nothing else to offer. Everything else belongs to Shataya. I just want to thank you for looking after me, even when I didn't deserve it.
Very well, I will take it. Take care of yourself, young woman.
I shall be all right. Thank you for coming, my lord.
Ooh. Yeah, but that's more damage than this. Perforating. I gotta find me a vendor. Gotta find me a vendor. Well, let me make sure I got on what I want to have on. I mean, gives you a heck of a lot of health, though. Alistair Sarwick's armor. Okay, health is 940, so the gold cloak is da-da-da. Oh, they're all hideous. Yeah, but the health, man. Looks awesome, though. sell all this book. I got that on short sword. I mean, alright, now we're cooking. Now who's the potion guy? Because I know I'm about to spend money on potions. Yeah, merchants, but it doesn't give me which is what. Does he have any potions? That's what I'm looking for. Potions. What does he got? That's armor. Blacksmith. Blacksmith. Does he have potions? Nope. That's that. I think this is the potions, dude. Yes, it is. Remember this. Okay. Let me see. This is. Can't buy a flask. No, Maester's mixture is amazing. It's weird that you can't. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're ready to go. Double check. Yeah, the health, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right, I gotta go in the arena. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, what's gonna happen? Okay, Rupert. Here we go.
Maester Rupert, here is the man I was speaking of. Sir Alistair Sarwick.
It's an honor, sir. Now that your friend is here, let us get straight to the point. I understand that one of my books has piqued your interest?
Indeed, Maester. The book on the lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. You have brought it with you, haven't you?
Don't get ahead of yourself. You'll get the book, but only once you've paid me the price I ask.
What do you think, Sir Desmond?
I'm waiting to see exactly what kind of price the Maester is asking for.
The price is my life. You have no doubt heard of the secret fights organized in this arena.
Oh
well,
my
I've
God.
gotten myself into a bit of a debt there.
What kind of debt?
The kind of bet I'll never be able to fully repay. I wagered with the owner of this ring a life of servitude against all his riches. And I lost. As is traditional for merchants of the free cities, Ossifer is proclaiming to
trial by
everyone that I'm
combat.
his slave. He
They
left
want me to
only
do it.
one way out.
Makes sense.
If I want to be free again, I have to defeat his champion.
The
in
champion?
arena.
I have problems with the
problem
regular
is that
guys.
His champion is a savage warrior who goes by the name of Eric. They say he can crush the skulls of his enemies with his bare hands.
I've
Seen that before.
You clearly stand no chance against him.
Exactly. But Ossifer never said I couldn't appoint a man to fight for me. Unfortunately, I don't know of anyone in King's Landing who could possibly defeat such a brute.
Now I understand why you have turned to us.
Yes, I'm sure it's quite obvious. I think you stand a much better chance in this arena than me.
Maybe. It's just that I don't typically put on a show in illegal fights.
Sir Alistair, a man must sometimes take the darker path that will lead him to the light of justice.
Okay.
This book would allow you to see exactly what the Queen fears so much.
If I survive.
Valar at the same time.
Fine. I will do whatever is necessary to avenge Gawain's death.
Wonderful. You're a lifesaver, sir.
You know full well that I am not doing this for you, Rupert.
No matter. It all amounts to the same thing for me. Leave me a moment. I need to formalize everything with Ossifer. There he is, Ossifer. That man right there is my champion.
Oh, I really didn't think you'd manage to talk some poor bastard into this. Welcome, sir. So, you're willing to risk your life for this ass?
Yeah.
I hope you know what you're doing.
No.
So you'll keep your word, eh? If he defeats your champion, my debt is no more.
Yes, but we both know that will never happen. Eric is undefeated.
I got my potions,
As
though.
you have chosen
There's
to
always hope.
die in the arena, you'll need a fighting name. How do you wish to be introduced to the crowd?
I will be Azor Ahai, Warrior of the Light.
What a spectacular name.
Nice.
It should be
Azor
a
Ahai.
real crowd pleaser. Take the door on the left and prepare yourself down there. Then speak to the guard when you're ready. He'll give me the signal and open the gate for you. Better say your prayers. My champion, Eric, comes straight out of the wild lands beyond the wall. As for you, Rupert, remember, if your champion dies today, your family will join you in your life of servitude, as agreed.
So 141, 142. If it goes, I'll go south.
The fight is going to start any time now. I was able to learn little about your opponent. Ask me what you'd like to learn, as we have precious little time.
Does this giant have some sort of flaw I can take advantage of?
They say that once he bleeds, it doesn't stop. Cut him and he'll continue to weaken as the fight drags on. Do you hear that? This is it. It's time for your duel.
A flame will soon be extinguished.
Are you ready?
Open the gate. Let's get this over with.
Oh my god. It's probably like 10 feet tall. Tormund. What's up, Tormund?
Prepare to be amazed! Tonight, we are lucky enough to be witnessing some unexpected entertainments. For your pleasure tonight, a stranger decided to step up into our arena. Please welcome Azor Ahai! He's going up against a warrior who has fought and killed more than 12 men. You all know who I'm talking about. Here is Erok, of the wild lands that lie beyond the wall. Only one of these warriors will leave this arena victorious. Which will it be? I hope you have all placed your wagers. Let the fight commence!
I'm gonna break his face. Really? Oh, I love this camera angle. Oh, he's not letting me use the... It was so easy. Thank God for potions. Okay. Easy breezy. Should have got an armor or something. Come on, guys. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so what it'll be? The healing one. Where is my healing? Get that there. Do it all damage now. So if I'm keeping mail, if I'm keeping do that. Obviously swords, and then I do, since I'm doing armor now, get a little bit of, yeah. Gives it a nice little.
You should be proud, Sir Alistair. That was a fight to remember.
Yeah, I broke his face.
Wonderful. You just saved my life.
Damn! You killed one of my best men. But by the seven, was this show worth it?
Reminds me of the good old days, in the time of the great Lucifer the Unvanquished. What a fight!
I was not fighting for mere glory. The book, Rupert.
Here you go. You deserved it.
Right.
You're an excellent fighter. If you ever fight in these parts again, you must send me word.
You need to stop
Let's
wagering.
return to my lord's residence, Sir Alistair. We'll feel more at ease there.
You go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very well. Here, take this key. It'll let you access the basement from the courtyard. I made good use of it at times, when my lord sent me down here to recruit fighters. Be safe, and return to us soon.
Alright.
Come back anytime, my friend. This arena will always welcome you. You will soon make a name for yourself, and a fortune. Just let me find a new champion first. It's going to take a while, so feel free to take a look around town in the meantime.
That's it. Words are wind. Tyrion Lannister. Yeah, I'm not. Oh yeah, potion dude, yeah. Get some more potions. Yeah, the Strangler, if that's what you want, man. You can't even breathe after a while. And that's what I'm talking about. Da, da, da. So is that way, and then up, up, and over. Up, up, up. And down. Nope. Up. And... this guy? No. So that was a mean. Sewers. I just came from the sewers. Yeah, but that's about the fights. Come on, dude. I don't want to do the fights. so that is definitely the silver sword. That's all we got. Which is this guy, the main quest.
Sir Alistair, Desmond was just telling me of your adventures. Congratulations on your victory.
Would that I didn't have to fight, but at least we have the book.
Get the book out. We must start our research without delay. I don't understand. What could John Arryn have possibly found in this book?
Indeed. I also cannot see what secret this book could hold. Wait! Go back!
What did you see?
Maybe I'm mistaken, but the bastard that I hunted down with Valar, he had dark hair and blue eyes. When I talked to the city watchguards after the sewer murders, they told me that the victim, Cedric, was also dark-haired. All births from the marriages between Baratheons and Lannisters have this in common. Raven hair prevails over golden. Of course. Now I know what John Arryn discovered.
Children.
Children?
Yes, Joffrey, go to heck. Don't die.
We have been
Don't
researching the bastard line when we should be looking at the legitimate children. Cersei is a Lannister and Robert is a Baratheon. Their children should have dark hair and blue eyes, as is written in the book. It has always been so. And yet, they are blonde. The royal children are illegitimate. This is what John Arryn discovered.
You got it, buddy.
7. But then, the bastards that the damned queen is hunting down.
They are the only true descendants of King Robert Baratheon. That's why the queen wants them dead. R'hllor's light. The queen even involved me in this treachery.
She didn't hesitate to execute the bastard children of that fool, Robert, to keep his adultery a secret. Everything she does so to serve herself. Her people might well die, and on her orders too, if she deemed it necessary.
And Valar being her little pet only makes matters worse. This news makes the race to control Riverspring even more dire. The future of my people is at stake, and the only reason Valar desires the lands are power and vengeance.
No doubt Cersei finds watching her catspaw groom himself in her image an amusing distraction. It's time we did something. If not, your lands, and perhaps the realm, may never recover from this.
I agree with you, but this is the Queen we're talking about. Surely our hands are tied when it comes to her.
I understand your fears, but we don't stand alone, Sir Alistair. I think it's time I confided in you on certain matters. As you know, my friend, the usurper, claimed the Iron Throne just after your departure, 15 years ago. From that moment on, he never gave a second thought to the people. The Queen took advantage of this and ended up assuming the real power through her numerous schemes. Your father and I quickly realized that no good could come of this monarchy. Nothing like this would ever have happened during the times of the Targaryen rule. Under their aegis, the kingdom was more prosperous, untroubled, and governed in a much fairer way than with Robert Baratheon and his damned Queen Lannister.
From what I understand, Aerys the Mad reigned over his people under the aegis of fear and madness. It was his cruelty that pushed the kingdom toward rebellion.
His reign was but a brief moment when you consider the 300 years of Targaryen sovereignty. It is true that his madness drew a dark shadow over the dynasty, but it should not be judged by one man's mistakes. If Aerys II was considered unfit to take the crown, surely the usurper and his queen deserve just as much, if not worse. That is what your father and I thought. And in time we came to understand that we weren't the only ones disappointed in the usurper. Many others were of the same opinion. Lords, as well as ordinary men. Gradually, we became a group and realized that by joining forces, we could perhaps bring about change. Our cause continued to spread. Our plans had time to evolve, and today, this group has become a true brotherhood. Both powerful and ubiquitous. Sir Alistair, I wish for you to join the Brotherhood. We share the same goals. Together, we will avenge the death of your brother. together, we may be able to save River Spring by bringing back the Targaryen.
Do you realize that if something goes wrong, we lose everything? We'll be tried and executed for treason.
It's a risk that your father and I were willing to take. To us, this cause was more important than our own lives.
And so, what is your plan?
We'll start with what we've discovered today, and use it to destroy Valar, as well as the Queen's influence. Once the King learns of their conspiring, he will have them executed. This will be the first step in our overthrowing him. His actions will spark a revolt. If the revolt catches on, we'll take this opportunity to rally the people and the various lords of the Seven Kingdoms. While they kill each other, we'll be building strength.
Very well. So let us send ravens throughout the kingdom to spread the news.
Let us not be too hasty.
Yeah, I can't do that.
The Queen has powerful allies. This attack needs to be decisive. If we show our hand too soon, the game will be lost forever.
Yes, sir.
Besides, our goal is not to create anarchy. I still need time to arrange the succession to the throne. In the meantime, let us gather all the evidence we can find to ensure the widest support possible. What we have now is gilt-edged information, but it lacks the substance it needs to really drive the point home at the moment of revelation.
Where else do you think we can find further evidence?
Your father and I always believed that the best way to manipulate the situation was to sow discord among the royal couple. Today's discovery is the result of all our hard work. Your father compiled a list detailing all of Valar's abuses of power on behalf of the Queen. He believed that driving a wedge between her and the king was ripe for exploiting.
Father always understood the true nature of Valar.
Reinhald sent me a letter revealing some important findings. He wished to speak to me in person, but he died before he got the chance. I think he wanted me to know about his findings, and that they are still somewhere in River Spring. You'll recognize the documents I speak of by the Targaryen dragon inscribed along the bottom of each page. They will no doubt be encrypted. The Brotherhood uses its own language in case our documents fall into the wrong hands.
That's good to know.
I must leave the task of finding it up to you. Valar is after a woman who is of great importance to the Brotherhood. I've made the necessary arrangements regarding this matter, and I need to return to Castlewood in order to manage this operation. My stay at King's Landing lasted longer than expected.
I was charged with accompanying him on his search, but this mission was organized in secret. How did you find out about it?
Our Brotherhood is well connected, Sir Alistair. One of my spies has infiltrated his gang and regularly keeps me informed. What's more, the letter that Valar wrote to the commander of the City Watch confirms what my sources tell me.
Very well. We'll meet again at Castlewood once I get hold of my father's findings. Good luck, my lord.
I wish you luck too, my friend. And don't forget, those documents are of the utmost importance.
Dude, I'm gonna die. I ain't gonna make it, am I? I ain't gonna make it to that door, am I? Knew it.
Hello, Lord Alistair.
Hello, my lady. I don't think I've had the honor of meeting you.
I am Lady Marianne, Lord Halton's niece.
I didn't know Lord Halton had a niece. I've never had the pleasure of seeing you at his home.
I did see you once, from my window. I would have come to greet you, but I was improperly attired.
Well, I'm honored to finally make your acquaintance, Lady Marian. What brings you to King's Landing?
Was it a distraction?
I accompany Lord Halton on most of his trips. We are the last two members of the family, you see.
Oh, and how is that?
Ah, well, my uncle's parents have been dead for many a year now. And as for my father, his only brother, He died at the end of Robert's rebellion.
I see. What were the circumstances of his death, if I may ask?
My father supported the Targaryens. He was with them until the very end, when he was tortured and executed by his own lord, for treason.
I feel your pain, my lady. War is a terrible thing.
As I was my father's only heir, and as Harlton had no heirs of his own, he took me under his wing. Enough about my troubled past. I'd love to have a more pleasant conversation sometime. But I must hurry back, or my uncle will start to worry.
Please send him my regards. Until next time, my lady.
Better to mark the game than to play and lose. Jenna Lannister.
I've had enough of them gloating in the streets like that. It's like they've forgotten what respect means after all that rioting.
No surprise, though, really. I mean, when a dog bares its teeth, you give it a good kick so it knows not to do it again. If you allow the behavior, then it thinks...
Aye. I don't know what that new lord thinks he's doing, but unless he changes his ways...
Death of River Spring, mark my words.
My Lord Sarwick.
Greetings, Victor. What can I do for you?
My lord, I cannot thank you enough for saving my life during the rioting.
Don't thank me, thank R'hllor. I am only an instrument of his divine plan.
Well, your god seems to have helped the entire town. Did you know that people are returning to town and that trade is slowly resuming?
Is that right?
Only yesterday I ferried in a group of woodsmen and some weavers who'd left for Castlewood several moons ago.
Castlewood, you say? Can you take me there?
From here? It's downstream, couldn't be easier. Just drop the boat in the water and it floats down there by itself.
If that's the case, I will probably need your help soon.
Of course. I owe you at least that. You can find me in the port when you're ready to leave.
Calm yourself. It's pointless.
This Alistair could be such a fool, giving the lowborns what they wanted. What was he thinking?
Oh, shut the heck up.
Now, hello, my lord. Look out!
I recognize you. You were one of those who attacked our men during the rioting.
Aye, and I lost my brother there, my lord. Now I serve River Spring and its people.
A joy to hear it. Keep doing as you are.
So, little sis.
Alistair, it is a joy to see you again. Do you have news of Garwin?
Eliana, I warned you not to trust Valar.
What do you mean? What does he have to do with Garwin?
Our little brother is dead. Killed on Valar's orders.
7 gods, it can't be!
I saw Garwin's body, Eliana.
But why would Valar kill him?
I only see one explanation. River Spring. His lust for power was strong enough that he would kill the only man standing between him and the throne.
But this is absurd. Garwin wasn't a threat. Father had personally disinherited him.
Valar was probably unaware.
No. Tell me it's not true. That man is a monster. What am I to do? I cannot marry that murderer. I could not endure it.
I know, little sister. Your marriage must be stopped at all costs.
But the Queen, she would never change her decision. She will force me to marry him.
All is not lost. I haven't played all my cards yet.
Please, Alistair, help me.
You know our words, Ilyana. Family is hope. Protect it, always. But in order for me to succeed, I need your help. Father hid some documents here that could help me in the fight against Valar. Do you know where he might have hidden the documents?
I am sorry, Alistair, but Father was very secretive. He never confided anything to me. You need to speak with Maester Harwin. If anyone were to know, it would be he. I have no need for this. I have enough troubles as it is.
I'm trying to help you, slut.
I can't sit on my father's throne yet. Our land is still in mourning.
Alistair, how was your journey to King's Landing?
The situation there is worse than I imagined. It will prove difficult to stop Valar from claiming the title to Riverspring. And Gawain is dead.
Gods be good. This is upsetting news, Alistair. What happened?
The Goldcloaks found him dead amidst the victims of some bloody business.
Poor Gawain.
And the worst is, Valar is responsible for all these killings.
Valar? Can you prove it?
Yes, I retrieved the written order to kill them, signed in his own hand. But I must obtain more proof before I can openly accuse Valar. Otherwise I risk facing the Queen's wrath.
Valar cannot get away with such a crime.
One thing at a time, Harwin. I haven't finished with him yet. I have a new ally, Lord Arwood Harden of Castlewood. It was he who helped me trace Gawain.
Lord Halton? I see. He was a great friend of your father's. Did you meet him in King's Landing?
Yes, Gawain was trying to reach him before he disappeared. Lord Halton approached me after a meeting with the Queen and told me what he knew. While looking for my brother, I learned things that could change our land's fate, and perhaps more. Father was already onto it. He wrote all this down and hid the documents somewhere in Riverspring. I must find them.
Hidden documents? If I'm not mistaken, you're not the only one who has sought them.
How so?
Some weeks ago. Actually, it was the day your father died. Some of Lord Raynald's bannermen and friends were in Riverspring.
Lord Garth, no need to take offense over such trifling matters. Squabbles between houses are commonplace. Believe me, with patience, things will work out by themselves. By the grace of the gods, learn to relish a king's meal when you can. I have enough problems with my son Gawain. I don't know if I should find anger or joy in his absence at the table.
My lord, come quickly!
What is it now?
Someone has forced his way into your office.
What? Entry is strictly forbidden. I hope that you have put the wretch behind bars.
Well, the man in your office is none other than your son Gawain, my lord.
Gawain? That wretch. I've had enough. That ingrate never ceases to dishonor, disappoint, and disobey me. He's gone too far. I won't tolerate any more of it. Never again.
Come now, my lord. He is your son.
Gawain means nothing to me, Harwin.
That's why they thought
I only had one son,
that Gawain killed him.
And he's lost to me. And look at all the trouble he has given me. I should have taken care of this a long time ago. I call on all present to be my witnesses. On this day, I, Lord Raynald Sarwick, do disinherit my son Gawain and deprive him of all rights and privileges formerly bequeathed to him. Now I must chase him from my chambers. This latest outrage will be his last. I must take my leave now. Come with me, Harwin.
Raynald, my friend. I know we have our differences, but today I share your pain. I am saddened to hear what Gawain has done. But despite my affection for him, I must admit that you are right. If he were to become lord of your house, he would cause its downfall.
Not only mine, Arwood. The same fate would befall all of the lands that depend on River Spring. When the rot sets in,
gonna backstab
it
me?
remains only to cut it out. It's as simple as that.
Are you certain you made the right decision, my lord?
I made the only decision that my good-for-naught son made possible. By the gods, I swear even his sister would be the better one to succeed me.
But we're talking about your last heir.
River Spring should have been Alistair's by right. No one... Let's get this...
Father!
Gawain! This door was locked. But that didn't stop you from going through my things, did it?
Father, I know about the Brotherhood. I only want to help you.
7 hells, who asked you to interfere? What's at stake here is too important for you to become involved. This is enough. I stopped believing that you could replace Alistair a long time ago. This ends now. I'm disinheriting you.
No! I don't know who's been putting these ideas into your head. I beg of you, Father!
Silence! If anyone has put anything in my head, it would be you. You and your inability to listen. You and your disrespect. You have brought enough trouble on this house. If you have an ounce of respect left for the Sarwick name, you will not make another scene.
Father! Listen to me!
Enough! Leave me now. I would not see you again.
Your father chased your brother from the room without any further ado, and wouldn't hear so much as an explanation from him.
And then? You were saying it happened the day my father died.
Your father went to sleep right after the incident. The poison was already in his veins by then. He never saw the sunrise.
I see. Has anyone been in this room since?
No. I locked the door after the incident, so that no one could enter it. You might also be faced with many locked doors during your investigation. Take my keys. They should all be there.
Do you think Gawain was looking for the same documents that I am?
I only know that when you spoke of these hidden documents, I immediately remembered the incident. If your father was concealing any documents, they would be in this room.
I've never seen his office in such a state. Even the shield he was so proud of no longer hangs on the wall.
Your sister was forced to sell the shield after the rioting. We needed the coin after giving the castle's supplies to the villagers, as you had ordered.
Oh my.
Thank you, Harwin. You may take your leave now. I can handle this alone.
Very well, my lord.
Oh my. The whole time I'm thinking the old man was going to attack me.
No trace of father's documents. They must be here somewhere. There's nothing here. No trace of father's documents. They must be here somewhere.
I got you. I got you.
There's nothing here.
I got you. See, I see heat, but nothing there. Yeah, that's some pretty tapestries, man. I see heat, but nothing's there. Knew it.
Incredible.
Yes.
A secret door.
Who is coming? 7 there are of this house and our deity. 7 faces of one who guides us with sight through underground paths, dark and shadowy, to bury secrets that shall be brought to light. The Father is Lord and the first to rule. His office can lead to many paths. Our smith takes the quill as his primary tool and is found by the light of his hearth. The mother left before her time was done, but where she slept still proves in our need, as does the bed of our own sweet maiden. Look there if you wish to succeed. The warrior guards and strives to protect us behind the steel that covers his flesh and bone, while our crone is the one to tend to the pious and weds the betrothed in front of our throne. A stranger was born here, but fled to the east. He turned from our 7, both gods and blood. He wears the red of a different priest, but is the one to find what no other man could. Ha! Me. Yeah, man.
Looks like a complicated 7-part lock. Picking it seems impossible. Looks like a complicated 7-part lock. Picking it seems impossible. Is everything well, Ryman?
I've just taken in a killer who's been spilling blood all over town. I've never seen anyone fight so well. He slit a guard's throat before I had a chance to unsheath my sword.
Let us be thankful that he's in the dungeons now. What about you, Ravella? How are you?
Very well, my lord. How can we be of service?
I need to get to my father's documents, but they're locked away somewhere. I am confident that this paper holds the key to getting to them. A riddle, a poem that my father wrote. I'm trying to find some of his documents.
That would be quite typical of Reynold. He was quite taken with riddles.
This one seems to refer to our family. This one talks about you too, Ravella. Is the throne in the castle the same one my parents married in front of?
Yes, indeed. Nonetheless, I cannot imagine where Lord Reynold could have concealed anything. If he managed to conceal something, only a keen eye would spot it.
I see. And this line, the warrior, must be referring to you, Ryman, I suppose.
For what I know or care, it may be referring to me or to anyone wearing a suit of armor. I have no time to play at this. Please excuse me.
Suit of armor. Got you. Oh my god, there it is. Obviously, that's not a crone.
What can I do for you, Alistair?
I found a secret passageway in my father's office. I haven't been able to open it yet, but I found this. I think this has something to do with it, but I don't understand how yet.
Yes, they look like clues. They seem to represent different... However, I doubt that he ran to different corners of the castle each time he needed to look at a specific document. Whatever you are looking for, it seems to be only a secondary solution for times of danger.
I see. There must be an easier way to open this door.
That would seem likely. However, he may have taken the secret to his grave. This poem may be the only way for you to find what you're looking for.
Then I know what I must do. Thank you.
The cone is the only one I haven't gotten.
With no news. I'm sure we know he set off for River Spring, and 2 weeks have passed with no news. I'm sure you can understand our distress.
It grieves me too, Sir Edwin, but what would you have me do?
It grieves you? Our father, Lord Roxton, is missing, and you say it grieves you?
From what I know, your father would never go riding without strong escort. I cannot see what could have happened to him.
Indeed. We know that he left the Reach alone and with haste. You are just as familiar with his quick temper as we are.
We could send scouts to search for him in the mountains, if that would reassure you.
Enough! You know very well where he is. So it wasn't enough for you to betray us the once, whore?
How dare you? You've gone too far. Guards, take our guests to their chambers.
This isn't over, Eliana. This isn't over. Believe me.
I was anger.
What is going on?
Nothing of consequence. Just a difference of opinion. I don't need your help with everything, you know.
Eliana?
Don't worry about me. I'm capable of handling this on my own.
Eliana.
I'm sorry to trouble you like this, but I think you ought to concern yourself with this matter.
That matter does not concern me, Graydon.
I'm afraid that it concerns the whole of River Spring, my lord. The two young ones talking to your sister were looking for their father, Lord Quen Roxton. He happens to be locked away in our dungeons at the moment.
What? You have taken a lord prisoner?
Yes, on orders from your sister, my lord. And I'm afraid that it might all get out of hand. The Roxtons are a powerful family. They could do great harm to our lands if they so desired. Unfortunately, that's all I know. You'd better talk to your sister, or with the younger Roxtons. Perhaps you could even go and see their father in his cell.
I will see what I can do. Thank you, Graydon.
My God, I'm going to. Okay. Oh, it makes sense to be under here. I mean, completely hidden from anything else. You know what I mean? It's a crypts. Yikes.
This is where my father is laid to rest. What's this? I recognize this pendant. My father wore it at all times. I always thought its 7 branches symbolized the 7. Now that I think about it, it could very well be some sort of key that opens the door I found. Well, I am doing this for the sake of the family. What was I thinking? I probably shouldn't have done that.
Morbid curiosity.
It's you.
I suppose you will ask me to free you from this cell.
You know what I'm guilty of. But what I did was just. Only that pig should pay for what he did to my sister.
Sir Sarwick, have you returned to Westeros?
Who are you? I did not see you during the rioting.
Do you speak of the latest rioting? No, sir. I've been here longer.
Ah, Sir Sarwick, your timing is perfect. I think you forgot to set me free after the rioting. I know that you need to set an example for the others, but you'll not let me rot here all the same, will you?
I will not go back on my decision.
But I barely...
Ah, Sir Alistair.
May I call you that? What good fortune it is that you should be standing before me. I have an offer to make. Set me free, and I give you my word that you won't regret it. I cannot share all the details at this very moment, but just open this door. Sir Alistair?
Go outside. Go back inside because it might be a glitch. Because I heard it pop like so you could grab it, but then couldn't grab it. I mean, he literally said the other guy has said the clue about the throne, so maybe I have to face it and then do that. Okay. No. Nope. Nope. Is it on? Nope. Don't want to do that either. Health recovery. I was already down there. So what's up?
I thought the passageway led to a secret room. But it would seem that I'm in the castle's catacombs. This place must be hundreds of years old. R'hllor, hear my prayers and guide me through the shadows. This door has a strange lock. Something is engraved upon it. A Sarwic's sword is his nature, his virtue, and his honor. The latch mechanism seems to be linked to a set of notched metal wheels. There are 3 wheels arranged vertically. Words are inscribed onto each wheel. I imagine you have to line up the right word in order to unlock each one. Moreover, there's an inscription to the left of each of these wheels. I'll have a look at the first one. Some are red with blood, others are brown from rust. What color is the Sarwic's sword? His sword is grey. Ice and death! The lock is stuck! I have to start over again. This door has a strange... Some are red with blood, others are brown from rust. What color is the Sarwic's sword?
Grey steel.
His sword is white. I heard a click. On to the next one. An old sword for a peasant. Valyrian steel for the hero. How is a Sarwic's sword described? His sword is broken. Another click. Only one to go. Warriors keep it by their side. Assassins hide it in their coat. Where does a Sarwic keep his sword? He keeps his sword sheathed. Ice and death! The lock is stuck! I have to start over again.
Oh, your mama. Your mama.
Some are red with blood, others are brown from... His sword, I heard it, an old sword for a peasant. Warriors keep it by their side, assassins hide it in their coat. Where does a Sarwic keep his sword? His sword is lying on his grave. Ice and death!
Dang
The
it.
lock is...
Your mama.
This...
God dang it, dude.
Some are red with blood. An old sword for a pet. Warriors keep it by their side. Assassins... Ice and death!
Go ahead, dude. Really? The last one?
This door. Some are red with blood. Others are... An old sword. Warriors keep it by their side. Assassins hide it in their coat.
On his sigil.
Where does a... The door...
Wow, dude.
These inscriptions are intriguing.
Alright. So flowers an H. The bloodstain is a diagonal. Flames are same where diagonal's at, but minus the middle one. An X. Three-headed dragon. Three-headed something. Holy crap. Now that's a puzzle. Why is it all going to the one sign? Can you manipulate the sign? Does that even matter? Oh god, I hit the wrong thing. So that one's right. That's definitely right. Holy crap. Okay. Well, guys, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care now, guys. Bye.